welcome. It's Psychic Tuesday, and I'm your guide, Sweet Bee. And boy, it's been a fast 7 days, and we're embarking into close to the third week of February. And I want to talk about the upcoming energy. We have a once in a lifetime transit brewing right now, and that's brewing with Pluto and Mars conjunction. And it kicks off today and it goes, and we'll feel that energy over the next 2 years. But we're going to talk about how that impacts each of the signs. And again, any of the messages I give for the signs are both for your sun, moon, and rising, if you know that. You can find me at bernicebissonpsychic.com. I read full time. That's all I do. And I read palms and cards and tea leaves. I'm an astrologer. I work with numerology. I do work with traditional Western astrology, whole houses and asteroids. And I'm going to talk a bit about the astrology at the top. We've got Pluto and Mars. Pluto and Mars both govern Scorpio, and Mars governing, and we have Aquarian energy with that Plutonian energy. We also have Mars govern Aries. So we've got all that North Node in Aries. So we've got a lot going on, to say the least. But this conjunction is starting now and even into the 19th, going into the 23rd of this month. It's intensity. And so this last 3 days and over the next 10 days, you're going to feel it in every area of your life. The news cycles, people at work, sudden shifts, changes of direction, unexpected opportunities, things that are going to brew up that are about power, control, and power struggles, and that Plutonian energy of revolution and deconstruction and reconstruction and rebellion and revolution. Like it's powerful kind of stuff, you know. And then we got Mars, which is action, you know, so action around revolution. And so we're going to hear a lot about that maybe in the news cycles. We're going to feel that in different areas. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with just some of the general energy for Aries. Aries, sun, moon, rising, of course. Opportunities is the word. And this energy is going to hit you pretty much coming out of your 10th house, your 11th house kind of energy. But opportunities, an important offer will be made, and be prepared to dress the part, to play the part, to be that part. And it could come out of the blue. It could come out of something that felt really, really difficult, and having to restructure what you're doing, where you're working. And I feel like I'm going to pick a word for you out of my angel deck, and the word is discernment. You're going to have to decide which direction you're going in, Aries, with opportunities, interviews, opportunities, being tapped on the shoulder, the powers that be see your work. So it's some good stuff starting now and over this next 2 years. Mars rules you. You're used to this kind of action, so you can go there. Just remember not to bulldoze people, that's all. Okay. And now let's keep going. Let's go to, as we go from Aries, we're going to go into Taurus energy. Now, Taurus energy, aside from the Pluto Mars being a huge activation for you, because those are in Aquarius, and you've got Aquarian's ruling planet right now in your sign. And Aquarian, that Aquarian energy could be discombobulating for Tauruses, you know? And so manifestation. And so manifesting, maybe you're trying to sort out or simplify your house. Maybe there's a bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. But be careful what you're thinking, how you're viewing things, where you're getting stuck there, my little Tauruses. Because I feel like you could wind up manifesting those thoughts. Maybe you could be feeling kind of down about things. Be careful how you're manifesting them. The word I'm choosing for you is your presence. I feel like that's your medicine. Being present for things, present for manifestations, present in your thoughts, present in that inside thinking over this next week. But you're going to get taste the next 2 years, this next 10 days. And so I want it to be positive and things where you'll be feeling valued, Taurus. Gemini, oh my gosh, Geminis. You know, you guys are in a place where your networks, people you know, communities you live in are all really powerful. There's a huge father wound being healed with the Pluto-Mars conjunction. And you could even be dealing with estate, property, assets, all to do around legacies, inheritances, wills. You could be planning your own will. You could be organizing your assets, consolidating debts. Interact with nature and the outdoors as a medicine, being around animals, by the ocean. This will be good for your soul and some good healing for you. Connecting to nature and that kind of thing. And the word I get for you is simplicity. So, simplifying, purging, getting rid of, simplifying your life, not committing to a whole bunch of stuff. I think over this next week and next little while, particularly when you get into that Pisces energy, because that's powerful energy for you guys, all into February, March. Powerful energy for Geminis. Okay, Geminis, we got our little Cancerians. And so I want to just talk a bit about this transit of Pluto. You guys have had Pluto really hard cross from you the last 7 years, but this last year, and now it's moved, and all of this energy is shifting into Aquarius, and it almost feels like it's not eighth house for you. So it's some powerful stuff. You're going to see some positive work outcomes. Maybe you're going to see some things that your consistent efforts are going to bring some rewards. Major purchases worth making. Where you find maybe some challenges is partners and in-laws. And so, yeah, could be some stuff there. And so, past, current, future partners, in-laws, families, how people blend together, sort of accepting rules of things. So really trying to work things out with the partner. That could even be about money, inheritances, things that partners and the like have, own, or are there. And your word is wisdom. Sharing your wisdom, teaching, talking, training, managing, mentoring. Mentoring is really a strong Cancerian word, and that could come up really strong for you guys this next year, this next 2 years. Natural leadership, I call it. All right. And then we've got Leo. Oh, my lovely Leo is like, it's going to be this Aquarian energy and Pluto and Mars. While joining them, Pluto and Mars are like fights, They can come up out of the blue. They could fight for, fight against, fight in tandem. But your house of partnership, Leo, is lit up like a 4th of July, really, so to speak. It's lit up. You've literally got an Aquarian stellium headed there. We've got this new moon energy we're just kicking off from. We've got Mercury, Venus, we've got Mars, we've got Pluto, North Node, all in your house of partnership. Work it out or working it out. And it could be even maybe them too, maybe their families, even Cancerians could share some of that energy. But you guys have some big stuff in terms of taking relationships to the next level. Love's in the air. It's a great time for maybe making those commitments, reviewing those commitments, making commitments, maybe being on the side of partner, but it could be lots of changes there going on in that house for you as well. The word I got for you is surrender. Now, that's a hard word for Leo because they're not the best at surrendering, but just allowing, giving space for, giving time for things to unfold, Leo, I feel like, particularly in your house of partnership as well. Then I go into Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, you have some powerful energy brewing in Saturn in sidereal astrology is invisible, and Saturn are the structures in your house of partnerships. So maybe needing to define partnerships and defining the rules, defining the boundaries, defining what is acceptable and not acceptable in partnerships is going to be a huge thing for you. And that includes business partnerships, Virgo, anyone that you could be going into partnerships for. Hey, if it's not benefiting you, it won't stick around. You'd like to be in service, but remember, you need to be in service to yourself first, Virgos. A change of residence, partner, career, job is on the cards. Your restlessness and need of change is exactly what could be coming your way. And we get freedom. Whoo, that's the medicine. And so we got some freedom for Virgos. And that could come really in your job too, because you could just be sick of the old scene and just need that change and really trying to figure yourself up. So let's keep going. And so now we've got from Virgo, beautiful energy. We've got Libra. And Libras, it's a time of reflection for you. Friendships in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom, even become stronger. Really sorting out your mother wound, what you're really wanting in relationships, what what that means for you, really looking at where you're committing, maybe even the care of your mother, maybe even having to look at property, estates, assets, the care of things like that on behalf of the matriarchal side of families, and reflecting on maybe where you really want to be. I get the word trust, and now, um, yeah, trust, trust the universe, but I actually think that could bring me back to that conversation around wills, estates, trusts, benefits, money, things that you would maybe process on behalf of others. That could include powers of attorney, but lots of reflection, reflective tones, reflective states. You guys are really closing out some big karma with the South Node of Karma in your sign relationships. So, and relationships not just with, but with women as well. Women as well. That matriarchal or the female feminine divine. And then I got Scorpio. Hey, Scorpios. Hey, how you faring this weather? Friendships, friends needing your help, your kindness, excellent counseling skills might put them back on track. Your friends are going to be a source of benefit for you in terms of opportunities. Maybe you just did some nice things for people, Scorpios, and now it's coming back to you. And you're going to be like, who knew? Maybe I got that referral. Maybe you got that little kudos from someone that you didn't realize you even helped in the past. And there's the word celebration. Woo, woo, Scorpio, celebration. We got dancing Elvis there, makes my heart sing. And so some friendships and celebrations on the books for some Scorpios out there. Then I go to Sagittarians, my little Smagittarians. And, you know, your health. It's an excellent time to start exercise programs, diets. There's new friendships, new social circles, new interest groups, new leagues, new things in the works for you. Looks like it's some pretty exciting stuff. I get the word communication. That could be siblings, family, people around you, communications, being at the center of that, being the glue for that. Maybe even having that Pluto Mars energy could even be having some conflict or conversations with siblings, family, and setting some few things straight there. So, Sagittarians. And then Capricorns, my little Cappies, money. I don't know. This is like you just have all this energy that went to your second house of valuing stuff. And so, sheesh, I don't know, some powerful stuff. Property purchase, sale for many. Just watch any security concerns and transactions, your money house, making commitments to what you value. Maybe you're going to try to pay off debt. Maybe you're going to reorganize something. Maybe you're achieving something in your financial goals, but there's some big, heady stuff for you, Capricorns, in that house for you. And maybe you're just gearing up for work, business, money. Maybe there's things gearing up for you very shortly as well. That seemed pretty exciting. And the word and the medicine I'm bringing is brotherhood, sisterhood. So coming in through unions, things you belong to, groups you belong to, there could be some real benefits for you there as well. Then I got my little Aquarians. It's all about you, Aquarians. This is it. This you rule the next 2 years, but next 20 years. Like this is all about you guys. And so we got the word opportunities again. A stranger could change your life. Exciting times, plenty of action, special family reunions, things out of the blue. It looks like could even be opportunities that bring you to other places, some travel opportunities. Your resilience. Resilience is your word. And so I just feel like resilience is going to be a big word for you, getting back to yourself, whatever that was 250 years ago. So we're about to find out. In the last time Pluto was in your sign. And so now we're going to get to Pisces. The word is achievement for Pisces. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. Although the family front, someone's health could be of concern. Some secret worries and sleepless nights. Maybe you're worried about a kid or you're worried about a relative. And I just feel like hang in there, Pisces. You've got lots of emotions. When Saturn becomes visible again, you're going to be seeing the structures, boundaries, things in place. You're going to see the way that things need to happen or roll out for you. And I get the word obedience. So stick to the discipline, stick to the plan, stay true to yourself, and stay true to what you've been wanting. Thank you. That's Sun, Moon, Rising, and I'm Bernice Bisson. And if you want a full reading, you can reach me, bernicebissonpsychic.com. And let's get into it. I've got Donna, I think in New Hampshire, England. Is that what I saw? Donna?
Yeah, that's correct.
Wonderful, Donna. Welcome. Let's get focused a little bit. What would you like to start with?
I'm just wondering if I've got a message from a loved one.
A message from your loved one, a message from a loved one. Okay, so let me just think about that for a second. All right. All right, so the first message that comes in, there's an older woman that shows up with a man who passed away quite some time ago. And she would be the first person. And I feel like this man is kind of a happy man. And this woman would have passed much later than he did. He would have passed quite some time ago. The two of them show up, and I feel like the first thing that comes into mind is, and I almost feel like this man could be very patriarchal, could be very father figure-ish, very or patriarch side of the family. So it just feels like he's quite strong that way. So needing to make decisions around family, Donna, that's the first thing that seems to be showing up. Wanting people just to be happy, but that could come at your own expense. That could come at you really having to bend over backwards. You'll be having some people coming to stay with you, Donna. And I feel like they could be asking for some help. They could be asking for a temporary stay. They could be asking for a place. I just feel like even before July, even before maybe even the 18th of July, something important about that. And if there's a young person that I feel like is struggling, trying to get on their own, trying to be on their own. And I feel like you could be of some help. There's some challenges with a lady that shows up around you. And I feel like she shows up as a family member. She could appear like a sister-in-law kind of figure, alive. I feel like I'm talking about somebody alive. That I don't know, feels a bit challenging. There could be, even in the next 5 days, the next 3 weeks, this female family member, there can be some challenging conversations, things that you might take you by a bit of surprise as well. That seems to show up, all still connected. The image of nurses, hospitals, healthcare, the care of this woman keeps showing up, and that you're very much appreciated. But it brings me to you, Donna, as well. And Spirit keeps telling me that there might be some tests on your digestive tract, your stomach area, your abdomen. It could be a scope, some test, not to worry, everything can be worked on. But there might be some time you take off in the next 4 months addressing something like that, or that you're focused on that a little bit. And I feel like that's okay. I feel like there's something to work out in terms of the care people keep showing up. So I might show up again with people around you having to
Hello?
attend. I'm sorry.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Oh, hello. So we might just, I'm going to keep talking a little bit. You can tune into this, Donna. If you can't hear me through the phone, you can absolutely watch this recording. So let me just sort of finish up my message around this. So even if you can't hear me right now, I want to finish up this message. I feel like you've got some decisions to make. There could be some difficult conversations with a woman around you. There's still something about people's health that pop up. And that you might be dealing with that, dealing with people's tests. And I feel like I could be talking about a female who's got health issues, and that they're being addressed, and they're all in good order. So I need you to know that part. And then the final piece I'm just going to leave you with is you do have some good news coming in terms of your finances. And I feel like it's like finally. And so some news, and it comes in writing. I don't think you're winning it, my beautiful lady, but there's something that does really sort out even by September. Thank you. Oof, lots there going on there, my girl. So you got lots of messages. I wish your phone didn't conk out, but that's okay. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Now I've got Priya, I believe in London.
Hi. Hi.
Now,
Great
did
to
I get
connect.
your name right?
You did. Perfect.
Oh, well, thank you. Wonderful. Good. Now, my beautiful lady, what can I help you with today?
So I guess, I mean, a few things, but I don't know how much time we have. I met a man recently, about a few weeks ago, and we had this very strong connection. But then I just started getting a lot of like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like my own anxiety, my own wounds in relationship with men, but it's just, I don't know, or if it's actually my guidance that there's something very hidden. And so I was just, I guess, hoping to have some clarity. And then, if we have time to talk about work, I'd love to talk about that too. But obviously,
I think I can squish in. Let's start with
see
the
how it goes.
relationship question. I feel
Yeah,
like I want to give this relationship some time. Don't jump to conclusions. I feel like your guides might be also cautioning you not to jump ahead or you not to fall into old traps, because I feel like you've been really conscious about breaking old habits of relationships. Um, Maybe trying to always make up for what wasn't being given to you. And I just feel like I feel like you have a healthy dose of skepticism. You have a healthy dose of don't jump in too fast, but allow them to show themselves. So don't get too ahead of yourself in this relationship too fast. Let them show yourselves. Enjoy just the dating part, the getting to know each other part, because I feel like now I have to be honest. I don't know that this relationship is meant to be forever. So I'm going to just preface what I just said with, but I feel like this relationship is meant to show you to trust, just date, just talk, just get to know. It doesn't, you might be very good and very psychic in relationships and already see outcomes when you get into them. But there's something very wonderful and nuanced as you walk through this, knowing your boundaries, or I'm not going to just fall down this rabbit hole into love, because when you're in your soul connection, you're like, I'm soul connection. And this person is they're not, they have a strong soul connection, but they're not developed enough yet in this human scale, so to speak, to kind of meet you there. So I feel like just allow them to show themselves, allow them to. I actually think that this could turn out to be a good relationship. Is it a forever relationship? I feel like no, and the reason being is only because there's other orbits you're not meeting in for some reason. Like you could have different goals in terms of where your direction is, what's going to bring you in a different direction. It could even have at some point some sort of distance that shows up in this relationship that I don't know. I feel like it's meant for you to explore just a positive dating environment, you know?
yeah, that's really helpful actually. I guess, and also you're confirming, I guess, what I feel is that I feel a deep connection, but I don't know if he's in the same frequency band as me yet. And so, I've always felt destined for a different type of relationship. And so, in a way for me, it's also like about not giving myself too much away, which is what I've done in the past a lot too quickly.
Oh, my friend, you're like me. I see, because I see people's souls, right? Like I see into them,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
there. Like I already saw them, so I'm like, I already saw that. I saw this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. Like, and I just your soul connection. I love it. I think it's beautiful, and people deserve just like you deserve that. I just feel like this person has some evolutionary work to do in this plane still. That
yeah,
timing's everything. So I feel like maybe you're just here to karmically show them what it's like to be loved at a soul level or to be appreciated at a soul level, but it doesn't mean you need to keep them. Okay.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thank you. That's really helpful.
Oh, my pleasure, my love. Now I got a few minutes for a career question. Let's reflect. What's that career question?
Yeah, so basically, I'm just at a massive crossroads. I've been sort of thinking about writing a book, starting a women's group, and I've had a lot of turmoil in my last few years. And I just, but I also need to earn some money. And so I'm just not really sure what is next for me, because at the moment I'm doing 4 jobs and hustling. And so, I feel like this is not the way forwards either. Just any guidance or clarity would be helpful.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you are a facilitator and a communicator, and I feel like that's the work I would like you to focus on. I think that in terms of monetizing your communications and this publication or this book, I feel like there's something you need to pay attention to in that, because I feel like even by the spring of 25, it could be very much launched for you. But you are a very powerful facilitator, communicator. There's something about doing groups, circles, teaching, telling, talking in this that's quite good for you. I feel like there's also powerful stuff in video that could be video connections, video meetings, coordinating people through video as well. I do feel like you would have to drop one of the jobs to focus just on the book, but there's something much bigger with that goes to other sort of platforms for you that I really like, because I'm going to say it. You could think I'm a total kook, but I'm going to say it anyway. I feel like maybe you can actually produce a film, or your book would actually go into something that you would video, or what you're writing or working on, because I think your communications are just taking hold right now. You're just getting your identity in this. You come with passion and love and light in your communications. And I just feel like you're refining your message. And you need to take it to the next level in terms of really promoting, pushing, getting that out there. And I feel like that's going to be the biggest payoff in this next year, even by the spring of 2025.
Amazing. So helpful and really resonating every word you're saying. Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate you, and thank you for picking me as your psychic. And if you want a full reading, I read full-time out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I read for people all over the world. I read palms, cards, tea leaves. I do a number of different things. I very much enjoy the paranormal. I enjoy connecting with, and I enjoy connecting with women in the community and hosting even peer mentorship. And if you're interested in peer mentorship, you can certainly reach out to me. And you can find me at bernicebissonpsychic.com. And we'll see you in 7 days. Stay warm, stay safe.